purple lights. Welcome to our next reading. Fight your monster. I thought this is really cool. Look at this, guys. I don't know, when I first saw these thingies, I mean, those are fishies. You know, these fishes that like, boom, you know, they blow up. When I saw them, I didn't even know what this is. They look like cute little monsters. So I thought that's perfect for our Fight Your Monster reading. So here we are. Choose your color monster. We have blue, green, orange, yellow, or pink. So Fight Your Monster. We will look into, you know, I told you, this will be a psychological reading. We want to go really deep. You know, we want to go really, really deep and want to look what's going on, what you need to fight, what is important, you know, what you need to work on, basically. Okay, so I hope I will do this reading to you being okay, you know, to your contentment, and let's do it, guys. Let's do it. I'm excited for this because this looks so cool. So, Fight Your Monster. See you at your piles. The timestamps are in the description box. My name is Purple. For everyone who's new here, welcome to my channel. If you want to hate on me, I will delete you from my channel. And yeah. I hope you're having fun here. I mean, this looks like fun, doesn't it? I see you guys. So, fight the blue monster. This even fits because this is like this blow up fishy. I don't know what the name of these fishies are. They feel so funny. I don't even know what this is. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. I just love my channel. I just love my channel. Like, if I would not do the channel, I would be like a purple light. A true one, though. So, we have different colors, codes here. This is the Cards of Realization by Chuck Spezzano. It's a person that has cards for psychological realizations, you know, about yourself. So yeah, this reading is not something because you can get triggered, you know, this is your monster. We're talking about your monster. So pile 1, the blue monster. What is their monster? And then we also can see how you can fight it. What is their monster? This one. This wanted to come out. Pile blue. So let's see. I also want to use the Versibila cards. Oh my gosh, they're all turned around. We have to sort them out. Oh, there's even a booklet. We don't need that. Yeah, the Versibila are, you know, the truest cards. This one, please. What is their blue monster? What is this blue monster Pablo has to fight? What is this blue monster? Yeah. So let's see if we get already what we want from this spread. I have to look. We'll see, guys. We'll see. Okay, this is very interesting. So it says relationship. There's something here in relationships, guys, that you need to work on. Okay, so this is a relationship reading, also something concerning your relationship with people or with with people or with your loved ones, with your loved one. And we have number 14 here. You know, in this card deck, number 14 is not like in tarot, but number 14 in tarot is about balance. So yeah, I'm feeling here, and it says control. So this is interesting. Look at this image. There's like this guy controlling the two people. Look at this. That's interesting, right? So I want to read from the book what it says to this card, and then we're also going to want to look into the Vera Sibilla. I think it's cooler if we read out. I mean, it's in German, but I can translate it for you. So we have number 14, controlling. You are a control freak in relationship, guys. And I hope you're not triggered yet. No, I mean. Okay, it's the fear to trust in yourself and in others. Okay, so I want to read why you got this card. Okay, it says, there is control when two parts of your mind want to go in the other direction. There is a fear that one part could lose it all if you move forward into one direction, and you end up in a what is it called? Like when you walk forward a road and then the road doesn't go on anymore. I don't know what this is called. End of the road. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like a road where there's no, you can't get out. It's like a road you walk in and there's a wall. Yeah. So there's a fear that if you walk one way, it could bring you to this wall and you can't move on. In such a phase of your life, it could be that you feel like in a desert. Yeah, because you have fear. You have the fear of success, the same as you have the fear of being unsuccessful. Control can have many forms, how control can be seen. If you are successful, you are in the flow of life. But your ego could see this as being out of control. When we try to control ourselves and others, in order to, that we want something good for them, because we can't, we don't control, if you are a control freak in relationships, you don't control because you are a psychopath or something, you control because you want something good for the people. But this is what you think. Yeah, you think you control them because you want something good. This is also how parents control. Could also be that you are under a control from someone. Yeah, they want something good for us, and that's why they control. But instead of it being something good, it actually is a defending mechanism, trying to protect yourself. Because the people that you want to get under control or that you want to control, they resist to this, Yeah, and that's why there are fights. If you try to control others, there is obviously, a person doesn't let themselves being controlled. That's true. Or you are not letting yourself controlled. And that's why control is not a tool that you can use in relationships, because it wouldn't work. Yeah, because it's a normal mechanism of a person. If you try to control someone, that they resist to this. You can't let yourself be controlled, and you know that from your own self. And this is also meaning you can't control a relationship. Yeah, you can't, if you are in a relationship, maybe you try to control before, and it's just not working because, you know, someone from the outside cannot fulfill. If you are walking in a desert, you know, something from the outside can never fulfill all of our wishes. Yeah. When you get this card, you should trust yourself. Let go of wanting to the things in your life as they have to be, you know? That you can see the best possibility how it could be. Look at your problems or anything that you try to control a little bit further. And ask yourself, there are some questions. You should ask yourself, why do you need to control? Why do you use other people to control yourself? Maybe also, you know? The card is a card that you should look at both sides of the story. Yeah, have trust in yourself and also have trust in another person. So that's what this card is about. So let's see what Vera Sibilla says. So we have the Presente di Pietro Prezioso. I can't even speak one word Italian, but I'm trying to read it. So we have the present. We have the old lady. And we have the young lady. That's interesting. Let me see. Okay, the young lady is for me, this is the solution. You know, the solution is live in the moment. This young lady for me, you know, when you're young, you just live your life as it comes. Yeah. And sometimes when we're getting older, we try to be more controlling because we have so much wisdom. Yeah. We see life as precious when we're older. And that's what I'm seeing here. You are a very wise person. You have lived some life. You could also be young, but be an old soul. I see here that you are an old soul. You have experienced different things in life. And life is precious to you. Life is like a present to you. So what you do is in relationships, you try to put your wisdom on people. Yeah. You try to put this experience that you have and this wisdom that you have. It's almost like a teaching, but to a point where, you know, the other one doesn't have to go this way. The other person can choose their way. It's almost as if you don't want them to experience the bad things that you have experienced, maybe. And that's why you're controlling to these people, whoever this is. If this is your boyfriend and you know, you are controlling in relationships, meaning you're controlling, you're trying to control the boyfriend when you are in a relationship, then it's saying that you want to put the wisdom on this person, maybe on your boyfriend, and that he doesn't make the same mistakes maybe that you made or that you heard that others make. It's like you want to give them a good example. But it's almost like you're functioning like a teacher. Yeah, and this is like an older person, and people resist to this usually because, you know, they have to make their own experience. You know, this is almost like you actually function as a parent then. Yeah, even if you're the same age as your boyfriend. But if you want to, you know, tell them what to do or what is best or how the relationship should work or how your ideas of a relationship are, and it's almost like as if you want to put all what you think, you know, how a relationship should be on that person. And that's not possible because usually, you know, every person has their own view on how a relationship should function. And in almost here, I feel you think that your views on how you see it, because you have all this experience. I mean, you're not stupid or something, that you imagine something. It's you have this experience. You have this experience and you know how a good relationship works. And basically, if you are in a relationship with someone, you try to teach them. You try to tell them, look, this would be better if we do it like this. But, it's not in this way that you suggest it. It's more that you put it on this person. And that's like a form of control. Yeah. And the other person is resisting to this because some people have to make their own experiences, It's just have to be this way. For some people, they're also not fitting together. And I see here a person like you have experienced so much, and it's like exactly how it could work, how, let's say, a relationship could work, and then you put it on your person and you say, well, we have to do it this way because that way it works. This way it doesn't work. But every relationship is different. So being with one person doesn't mean that it works the same way with another person. And that's what I'm feeling here. And the solution is this young lady acting like a young person, acting innocent. Yeah. This means that you just live in the moment and you just experience the relationship as it is flowing. And you always adapt and work with that person together. And both of you make compromises. It's not just because one of you has experienced more relationships maybe that you put that on the person. And you can say, well, I have had 3 relationships and that's why we have to do it this way because this way it's working. No, every relationship is different. Yeah. And you also cannot control another person or teach them how a relationship is working or functioning. And I think that's the problem here. I think that you are very wise and you're very skilled. You're almost like a teacher. You're this wise old soul. And you try to, you want the best for your relationship with whomever this is. And that's why, I don't know what the word is. And trying to think of what it means in English. When you try to tell a person what is best for them, how should you know what is best for them? Just because you have experienced the things doesn't mean this person, if you tell them how it's working, that they should not experience it. Maybe they experience it another way. You know what I mean? And the solution to this monster here, this is your monster, you have a hard time letting go and letting life flow. You always try to control it because you want a certain outcome. And you are very wise and you're very intelligent and you have so much wisdom and so much insight that it's hard for you to just let yourself let go. Yeah? This is what I'm seeing. Also, I'm seeing here, another thing what I'm seeing is letting go in general. You have a hard time letting go in general. Also being guided by the universe, You're probably one of the people who says, well, I need to control my life so that I marry with 20 and I have kids with 30. And I want to, I just want to say I want to be divorced by 40. You have a plan for life, how it should be. And this is your monster because that's not working, guys. I always said this, it could be, yes, because I don't want to function here, as this person who's controlling anyone, with my words. But what I know of life is that if you try to, to always fulfill certain steps, it's not working. Life will throw you something in where your whole life turns around in a second. And, life is not livable by a plan. It could be, yes, but I think that's boring. That's just my opinion. I think it's cool that life is so unpredictable. Yeah, and that's what I think. This is your monster. You have to fight that monster, that you have a hard time not controlling what your outcome is because you have a goal in life and you want to get there, and you're very disciplined. Yeah, and you almost forget to live life. And that's what I'm seeing here with this Giovanni Fiancola, whatever you call this. You need to live in the moment. You need to live in the here and now. and not worry, because the universe is always with you and the universe is always watching. And it's easier if we're just living in the moment, because it's also easier letting go. And letting go is one of the big monsters. Yeah, letting go of control in any situation in your life, that's a big monster to fight. That's one of the hardest monsters to fight, the blue one here. I don't know why I'm like, this is so fishy, this is so funny. Yeah, this is very important. So let's see if I get more information on how you can fight that monster. Letting go of control. How can pile 1 fight this monster? So we have here the Queen of Pentacles, and we see here that everything is given by the universe. We see this here, you know. So this tells me that you just need to sit on your chair, basically, and the universe will bring you each change and each new phase in your life, and everything will be given to you, you know, it will be handed to you. You need to trust. You need to trust also in your own power. The Queen of Pentacles is a very relaxed soul. The Queen of Pentacles, you know, those are earth signs. They're very down to earth, but they're also very relaxed. So I think in this matter, it makes sense, you know, to be relaxed, not to move forward, to know your worth, to know your self-worth. Yeah, and if a relationship is not working, guys, know your self-worth. Know your self-worth, that it's better to leave than try to control the outcome of this relationship. Because, you know, this card here means abundance. You have everything that you have on your own. This card means wish fulfillment, abundance. We see all this yellow here, a very big solar plexus chakra, you know, an open solar plexus, knowing who you are. You don't need to control. Yeah, the wishes, your wishes that you want are being brought to you. Yeah, you need to nurture. You need to nurture yourself. This is very important. Nurture yourself and your self-worth. The big point here on not letting control or not needing to control everything is self-worth. Trust in yourself. Yeah. And here we have the 10 of Wands. Thinking you always have to do everything on your own. You know, in order to get something back, you always think you have to do more. You have to put yourself in. You have to do more. You know, you are a person that's very hardworking. I see this here. And you have a mindset, like I see this a lot with people who are controlling. They have brought it very far. You know, those are people that very hardworking, very diligent. They try to do everything on their own. But that's not good, guys. You know, sometimes you have to delegate. Sometimes you have to also let other people help you. And, you know, when you try everything on your own, of course you need to control the outcome, because you work so hard. And, you know, for you, it's very hard to just let go and just be. Yeah, just be is the solution here. And now I have talked for like, I don't know how many minutes. So part 1, I think we have talked about your monster. Now fight it. Now fight it. Let's get one more card. The last card here from these beautiful crystal wisdoms. Give me one affirmation for this pile. Fight self-acceptance. Look at this. I fully accept myself. We have this beautiful rhodochrosite. I fully accept myself, and I know that I'm worthy of great things in life. See? The right things will come to you if you remain calm and you don't try to control anything. Fight that controlling monster in yourself. I love this reading. This is beautiful. So that's all what I'm having, guys. Bye. Please give it a thumbs up. Bye. Hello, everyone. Now we're fighting the green monster. I don't know, every time I'm getting this monster fishy here, I'm like laughing so hard. And this reading is one of the most serious readings I've done. And I'm laughing so hard. Oh my gosh, purple. But you know, I just love my channel, and those things, you know, even if we're doing a reading that's like very, very serious because we're fighting this green monster here, it also should tell you that there's always a laughing, you know, there's always something happy and something hard. So what is the green monster? Those are the cards by Chuck Spezzano, cards of realizations that I want to work today with. So there are too many cards. I want just one universe. What is the card? What is the green monster here? I need to know. Okay. It fell down. Wait a minute. So guys, we have a blue card. And I also want to, I told you I want to get the Verisibila cards, the truest cards. Truest? I mean, no cards are truer than the other ones, but those cards are really to the point always. Why is the blue card here? What is this monster? What is this monster? What is the solution? That was fast. So with these three things, I want to explain. And then I also want to get more cards. I want to also get more solution cards. And I also want to get, yeah, you will see. You will see. But first off, we want to talk about your monster. So what is the green monster? Not the blue one. It's the blue card. Okay, it says, didn't this card turn around with one of the first cards? I don't remember, but this is how you see. I have to look back when I cut the video, but this is when you see, you know, that this card fell out before and now it's coming out again. Okay, it's about your unconsciousness. And it says shamanic exam. Okay, a shamanic exam. What is this? So we have this book of realization here. I want to read from this book to talk with you about your monster. Oh my gosh, those shamanic exams. I don't even know what this is. This guy is in a fire ring. He's trying to get up to this, yeah, to this big hill up there. So it says a big challenge, a jump into a new era of consciousness, of vision and power. Wow. So your monster to fight is maybe that you're not doing the jump. So let's see. Let's see why you got this card. I'm gonna read it. A shamanic exam is a challenge that we made for ourselves because we see the possibility to use negative powers and integrate them. Because we can make a jump into a higher stage of consciousness, of strength and vision. When we miss out on such a situation, we seem to experience a tragedy. This pain can be as big that we have the feeling our heart would explode. It could be a situation to decide, wow, over life or death. Such a situation is not negative. Could be dangerous though. Wow, what is this? To miss out on such an opportunity could mean losing all what we have built up in our life until then. The experience of a shamanic exam means to let die our old self. You can either jump forward into a new stage into your life, or you could, not make it. If you miss out in this exam, then you have probably buried the pain, and this pain will negatively influence you in the future. You still have the possibility to learn this exam, to make the exam, and to change the pain into power. Oh, okay. This exam is constantly coming up in your life if you are not making it. Okay. What is this? So this is basically a situation that you missed out on, I'm feeling here, that you did not make the exam and then you experienced a big pain. And you buried this pain maybe. And maybe you are fearful to jump into new things because you missed one opportunity into your life and it brought you a lot of pain. And that's why you have problems to try again this shamanic exam. So this could be a fear of trying new things because you tried once and you failed. And this pain you don't want to go through again. That's what I'm reading out of this. If you get this card, you will get a situation a situation will come up in your life that you will have faced before, but you failed. And that's why it is in your unconsciousness. This failure is in your unconsciousness. So that's the situation here. So let's see what the Vera Sibilla says. Yes, we have sickness, Amalato, and a letter. That's the exam. That's the La Lettera. I'm trying to read. That sounds like so strange because I cannot read Italian. Yeah. This is for me also the notification, you know, La Lettera, that's the notification. So, and that's why you're not making it. This is for me passive, being passive because you are fearful of not making it again. So I'm feeling the monster that you have to overcome here is this fear of a situation that is completely new for you. Yeah, a situation that you missed out on in life already. To jump onto a new higher stage of yourself. Yeah, this is progression. And I feel here the last time, whatever the situation could be, you know, these could be different situations in your life. But with the number 19, I'm feeling here it has something to do with your happiness. There is a situation that you failed. And it was... yeah, this failure is still in your unconsciousness. And that's why right now, when the situation comes up again, or when new situations come up, I mean, we're fighting a monster that's ever present. So the monster here in the situation that we have to fight, or that you have to fight, is this constantly fear of failure. You're trying, like if you have a challenge in life, you always have this fear of failure, and that's why you delay it. That's delay for me. You say, no, universe, I delay it. I'm not able to make it. I don't want it. Here, maybe someone else wants to have it. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, that's your monster. How can you fight it? You can stab it in the back. we have the enemy here. Oh, okay. What is this? La Nemica. Maybe the answer is, if you hang in there, you know, if you don't do anything, if you don't take this challenge and try out something new, then someone else would take your place. And with that in mind, that you make up a conscious enemy. You know what I mean? That someone, you know, when someone stabs you in the back, you're very careful, but you also try to escape to this higher stage here. You know, you try to make it. So maybe when you come up to challenges, when new challenges come up in your life and you're very afraid to take the next step, yeah, that you tell yourself, if I'm not making it, then there will be this enemy, who will make it and who stabs me in the back, so maybe this is a motivation, let some kind of motivation that you say, okay, if I remain in this stage of my life, if I can't make it, someone else is behind me. So I need to go up there because I don't want to be in the hand of this enemy. This is almost like someone following you and you have to escape to the next stage. It's like an escape. So how can we convert this? I'm trying to, how can we convert this with this monster? Let me see. It almost feels as if you need to say, okay, when new challenges come up, and it's like you produce your own competition. You produce your own competition in order to not be lazy and miss out on a new chance, basically. Okay, let's see. How can Pile Green Monster overcome this challenge? How can Pile Green Monster overcome this challenge? Yeah. We have this very clear here, the enemy that puts you into a prison. Yeah, you need to tell yourself, if I'm not taking the challenge, if I'm not going for what I want, because it's interesting, you need to be in this Queen of Wands energy. Yep, that's crazy. Look at this. You need to take the new chance. You need to take the step. You need to take the stick. It's like if you don't grab the chance, if you are lazy and you miss out on this new opportunity, on this new challenge, even if it seems hard, and even if you have this in your unconsciousness, this constant fear of failing again because you failed, maybe it even comes from a past life, this failure, but the failure here is in your unconsciousness. It says unconsciousness. So what you need to do is maybe you need to tell yourself that if you don't grab the stick and act like the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Wands is this energy. She knows what she wants. That's why she called the Queen of Wands. That's how I always say it. The Queen of Wands knows what she wants. She goes for it. She has the stick in her hand. Look at this. She grabbed the stick. If you're not grabbing the stick, maybe someone else puts you forever and you will never again get the chance. That's what you need to tell yourself. This is a change of a mindset. You need to tell yourself this every day to fight the green monster, to try, to really take on new challenges, even if they seem impossible. Even if you think, oh my gosh, I failed this before, I'm never gonna make it. No, I'm not taking it. I'd rather stay in bed. I don't want to jump on the new stage of higher consciousness. Why should I? I'm happy where I am, why should I move? Why should I progress? I'm happy. No, you must tell yourself that maybe this motivates you. That if you don't grab a stick, someone else will grab it and will put you into a prison, into a mental prison where you never get out, basically. What is the affirmation you can use, Pile Green, to fight this green monster? Clear quartz. I have clarity in all aspects of my life. Yes. Beautiful. Yeah. Clarity is the affirmation. I know what I want. That's clarity. Clarity. And that's the Queen of Wands energy. This is resonating so crazy. It's like saying, I know what I want. And if I miss out on this new challenge, maybe someone else will grab it. And I will lose out on this. So try new things, Try things that you've never experienced. Accept things that you have never experienced. You guys know what this is, yeah? Because you have this monster. You have stood with this monster a lot of times. And you can only fight it also with clarity. Write down, what do you want? Where do you want to be in 5 years? What do you want to do? Is happiness for you more important, or is money for you more important? What is more important? And then you can grab the challenges when they come and you can think, well, Is this a shamanic exam where I want to go? Or is it okay if I put myself into a prison? You know, let's say, for example, money. If money is not important for you and the stick here means happiness for you, if there comes a challenge, let's say a new job where you get a lot more money, and you're are being afraid of a failure again, and you're not taking a chance because, you know, you're happy in your job, you need to know what you want. Do you want this more money? Then, you know, you must tell yourself, well, if I'm not taking the chance, then someone else will take it and I will miss out on the chance. Or is happiness for you more important? Then you can say, well, I don't need to jump because, you know, I already have my stick. I already am happy where I am. This is what you need to know. This is what clear quartz clarity is most important here to fight this monster. Okay, Pile Green. Wow, I'm talking a long time here. I hope you like this, guys. Bye. Please give it a thumbs up. So, hello. Now we're fighting the orange monster. So, let's see what your monster could be. Pile orange, pile 3. What is the monster of pile orange? Okay. And I also want to get 3 Vera Sibilla cards to this. What is this monster? Can you explain more? And the solution, please. So these 3 cards I want to use first, and then we're going to see what else the universe wants to say. But first we want to talk about this. Yeah, so pile 3, pile orange monster. What is your orange monster that you need to fight? They look so funny. Oh, okay. So interesting. We have inspiration, and this is a gift. It says your gift. Inspiration. That's interesting. You have a gift of inspiration, but somehow you're fighting this. Let's see what the book says about this. I want to read from the Book of Realization from Chuck Spezzano. This is number 34. Yeah, so the gift is stands for elements of truth in contrast to problems and situation. And it is our choice to not let ourselves be guided away from these gifts. Yeah, and this is one of the hardest things. And yes, you know, to really go for that gift. So your monster wants to take you in all different directions away from your gift, so that you forget to bring out your gift, and you need to fight that. It's like the monster is some kind of, yeah, it's almost like pile 2, like the fear maybe, but we want to read what this is. So number 34, inspiration. It means willingness to receive, intuition. Inspiration means that you don't contemplate no more. Ideas and answers just come into your senses, and the energy moves you forward if you let it move you forward. Planning is the way of letting all inspirations die. You know, because inspiration, you don't need to plan anymore. There's nothing you need to do to be inspired. You just need to be willing to be inspired. Inspiration is above the thinking. Yeah, receive the answers through inspiration and see the world in a whole new light. Yeah, answers will be given to you when you let yourself be open to inspiration. When you receive this card, so it could be that you receive inspirations from people that also inspire others, or you will see that other people inspire you, or you are the one that inspires others in your surrounding. This gift is a gift. Don't contemplate when you have a gift of inspiration. So basically, what this card says for me, what the monster is, because now you want to ask, well, yeah, but what's the monster I need to fight? Well, the monster that you need to fight is that you plan too much. You know, as I said, when there's inspiration and you let the gift and you receive, I think here the monster is about not receiving the gift of inspiration, because inspiration gives you the answers immediately. This is spontaneity. You know, you just realize what you need to do. There's not much contemplation no more. And I think that's what happens here, or what you do a lot, is to think everything through and over and over and over again before, you know, just let inspire you instead of planning. Yeah, inspiration is the death of planning. And I feel you are someone that has everything structured and you don't like misstructure. But the universe says you have this gift of inspiration. It will be a lot easier for you if you let yourself just receive this gift and let yourself be inspired. So I'm not reading reversals. So we have the Sacerdoti. Sacerdoti is believing. Yeah. And again, we have La Vecchia Signora, the old lady. That's a wise person. Yeah. And the Sacerdoti is a priest. A wise old priest. A priest preaches. So what I'm seeing here is that as a wise old person, I know that I have to plan things out. I'm not a fool that runs into situations with, you know, with a mind like, okay, let's just do it, you know, because I'm inspired to work on this poetry. So I'm just doing it because I'm inspired. I don't think about it. Yeah. But this is not what's happening here. Your monster, you know, is this wisdom that you're having. And this, what do you say, like when you're a wise old soul, but, you know, it's like you're not being a fool. You might even call people like me who are spontaneous, you know, who are just out of a moment we do things. You could never imagine this. Yeah. So your monster means to free yourself from all this planning and all this. It's similar to part 1 also, yeah, because we have the La Vecchia Signora in the blue monster too. But here I'm feeling to be open to just do, you know, just be a fool. I'm hearing just be a fool for once. Why can't you just let yourself be inspired and, you know, just create? Basically, you know, just do it. No matter what's the outcome. I'm feeling here that you are a person that's with a Sacerdoti. That's like a teacher personality also. You have values and you have wisdom, and you don't think that, let's say if you open up a business, that you can't just do it without any planning. I mean, yes, of course, there always has to be planning. But before the planning comes the inspiration. And I'm feeling that maybe you also feel right now like a little bit burned out, you know, something is not fun really much anymore. And the universe is saying, well, this monster that you have is you always need to plan everything. You always need to structure everything. You always make lists. You never just go. You never just be a fool. And that's what the universe says. Receive this inspiration. Just be a fool for once. La Fedelta, yeah. La Fedelta is the dark, playful energy. That's the solution, you know. La Fedelta is here the dog just doing what he wants, you know, going on to an adventure because he feels inspired to do this. Yeah, and this will make your life a lot easier, pile 3. Your monster that you have to fight is this monster of always planning everything out. And it seems like that I have a lot of people who are planners on my channel. I think I have a lot of planners because part 1 was similar. Let yourself be inspired to do something you've never done also. La Fidelta is also, you know, this dog is playful. He wants to play all the time, and that's what you're not doing. You're like this priest. I mean, that's very clear, you know. You don't really try out things. It's like you say, no, I'm like this. I never do this. I never do this. And the universe is saying, well, why? Why are you not trying something you've never done? Or why are you not a fool for once? Fight that monster of always being this priest. Playing according to the rules. That's what I'm hearing. Playing according to the rules. Because you're wise. Yeah, you're wise. You have this experience. You're older than you are. Like, you're wiser beyond years. You're older than you, like, in your mind, you're older than you actually are. And this is also discipline. You're very disciplined. You follow the path. And the universe is saying, well, why don't you for once do something, overdo it? And I'm hearing obsession, and I love it. That's why, because I hear Big Tay saying obsession. And I remember that interview, you know, where I heard, you know, I was laughing so hard because, you know, I saw the tomatoes going like, no, he didn't say that he loves obsession. And I know my Big Tay loves obsession. I just know it because I'm like this. You know, I'm following my inspiration. I'm just going. I'm just a fool. Yeah. Some people say I'm immature old person. Yeah, that might be, but I'm a fool. I'm a person that goes forward. I'm a pioneer, you know. Fools have to be pioneers. If I would be like this, I would never have pioneered this channel, you know, because I would be too afraid and I would say that's not according to the rules. That's not according to, you know, that's not according to, how do you say this? You know, I was just inspired to do this channel because I love Big Tay and he wanted to help and I wanted to help. So I just did it. I also contemplated for a long time, yes, but that was more a fear I have to overcome. But here, the monster that you have to fight is the monster of always adapting, always being a certain way that people believe you are. That's even more now what I'm getting in. It's not about starting a business. It's about being always how people want you to be. Always adaptable. Always good. Always fine. You never break the rules. You never do something where your whole family says, "Oh my gosh, this is your monster guy." You also need to break out sometimes, you know, because if you don't break out, what could happen? It could, you know, it could be that when you're getting older, you break out at an older age when you're maybe having a family, and that would be not so nice. You know what I mean? It's like trying things out. You know, we always say when you're young, you should try things out, because when you're older and you have a stable life, it's very hard to be inspired and just be a fool. I mean, I'm lucky I don't have yet a husband or children I have to look for. I care for my grandma, yes, but you know, if I wanted to be a fool, I can be a fool, you know? I was a fool with my channel, yes. And I'm happy. I'm happy I was a fool. Yeah? And that's the monster, guys. You need to fight this monster of always disciplining yourself, of always doing what is expected from you. That's what I'm hearing. You always do what is expected from you. You don't let your inspiration take over and just do what you want for once. You always, you know, someone tells you, yeah, in your family, this has to be like this. Well, why? Who says so? Let me see more solutions. What is the solution to this universe? How can they fight the monster? How can they fight the monster? How can they fight the orange? Oh yeah, the orange monster. I was just thinking about this. I was just thinking because the orange is the sacral chakra and it's also about strong sexuality, you know, breaking out of sexual norms, being free. And we, well, funnily, we have these two naked people here. Three major arcana. Like, what the heck? What? Wow. What is this? So this is like, you know, if you have as solution 3 major arcana. Wow. Yeah, look at this. It's a union. Yeah, it's a union of both parts in yourself. And I'm not seeing this as, you know, men and women having sex or so. It could mean this, yeah, you know. But maybe you are like this priest and you're saying no sex before marriage. Maybe your parents expect this from you, or I don't know. But what I'm more so seeing, you know, we're going into a deep psychological approach here today. What I'm more so seeing is uniting, you know, the lovers is uniting the both parts of you. Yeah, the masculine and the feminine energy. The La Fedelta, the exploring, the adventure, with the receptivity, the adaptness. Yeah, and once you unite these two things, that's when your mind and your body and everything, your soul is in balance. And again, we have this angel that unites the two cups that needs to be full. Yeah, this is water energy that, you know, the angel is filling the water that into the cups. That's meaning for good feelings, for having a balanced life and having balanced feelings, happiness, the sunshine, you know, the happiness. You need to combine extremes in your life, and I'm feeling that you're living with this inspiration. You're living one extreme where you're adapt, you're mind thinker, you're thinking what is the best approach, you're doing you know, you're wanting to reach a goal, you're very disciplined to reach this, you're not out of the norm, you don't walk another path, you go straight forward on this path, and you're not into extremes. It's like your life is basically very boring. And what the universe means by that, it's like you have to unify with obsession. Basically, you know, with inspiration. Let's not call it obsession, but extremes. Yeah, if you just live this boring life when you're in the beginning of 20 and you just live a boring life until you're 30, guys, you will break out when you're 35. You will, when you're married, you will leave your marriage and you will have fun in life, because then you feel you have to live this inspiration. You have to try, you have to fly. You need to put out your wings and fly, you know? And I'm not meaning this in the sense of taking drugs or something to experience obsession or extremes. I'm meaning this, you know, there's always a way to be inspired and be creative, you know, maybe just do something crazy, like with a car, you know. I love to do this. When I saw Tianyi doing this, I felt right, he's my little twin flamey, you know. He is, because, you know, just take the car somewhere, take burgers with you and just dance around the car like Tianyi and Hobie did. I did this when I was young. I was known for this. I told you, I'm a fool. I was known for this, you know. We were driving into the fields, we had food, and in the car we made basically a picnic in the car, and we danced around the car, and no matter if people drove by and saw us, we were not caring. And when I saw Tianyi did this, I was laughing so hard, because I was known for this when I was younger, and him doing the same, like I was like, hell yeah, that's my twin flame. So do something, you know, that's not basically harming anyone, that's not also not harming yourself, you know, but still it's something out of the norm, it's something crazy. Or wake up at night and draw a picture or a paint, you know, or go out and dance in the snow when it's winter. I don't know, some things that inspire your mind. Yeah, that's your monster. You need to fight this discipline, guys. You are too disciplined, because if this is you know, if this goes into your unconsciousness, it's not good for later years, because you need to experience a lot of things when you're young. And that's just meaning, you know, that's just because people usually when they're older, they're married and having kids, and they have a hard time breaking out. It's just not possible because you have more responsibilities. Of course, if you're 45 and you're single, of course you can have fun and be a fool and do whatever you want. Yeah, but usually people in this age, they have a life in a box. But you already have this life in a box in young years, and that's not good, and that's your monster, guys. Okay, let's get another affirmation for pile 3. With what inspiration, affirmation, I mean, can they fight? Yeah, yellow again, see? Yellow, happiness. Libyan gold tektite, manifestation. I'm a manifestation machine, see? Do what you thought you could do. Yeah? Manifest all different things that you've never tried. I also loved, you know, I'm a fool. I'm like, really, when I realized that reading, I'm not, like, I fought this monster, like, long ago. This monster is dead with me. But, you know, what I also love to do is I have, you know, some restaurants that I really love. And when I moved a lot in my life. And when I moved to another city, and this city maybe was far away from that restaurant I loved, maybe 6 or 7 hours even, I had the craziest idea that I told one of my ex-boyfriends, you know, when I was younger, some years ago. I told them, you know, let's just go to that restaurant, to my favorite restaurant. And I told them at like 5 o'clock in the evening. And my friends were like, well, that's like 5 hours away. And I said, well, let's do it, you know. So we drove there 5 hours, ate the food, and then we drove back. And it took us like almost 1 day to get back. And we were all driving, you know. We were taking turns and driving just for the sake of it, you know. And when we told this to some people, they were like, you're crazy. You're such a fool. Why are you doing stuff like that? And I'm saying, that's life, you know. I wanted to eat this. Why not go there? Why not have fun? This is what you need to do. You need to do things that make you happy, to manifest different things in your life and not just go one path and be as disciplined AF. Okay? That's what I'm having. So fight this monster, pile orange. Bye. Oh, hello, pile yellow monster. So now we're fighting the yellow monster. This reading is something else, and it's very long and it's very deep inside. I really like that. So let's see. I have these cards from Chuck Spezzano, Book of Realization. So we're gonna see what is the monster that you need to fight. Pile yellow. What is pile yellow's monster, universe? I don't know. I'm not really sure. Can I see again? What is pile yellow's monster? Because I can feel when the cards... Okay, let's take this one then. This one. The white one. Black and white. So, I also use the truest cards. I don't know why they are called the truest cards. The Vera Sibilla. But those are witch cards that were used already in the 13th, 14th century. So let's see, why is this monster here? Why is this monster here? And then I also want to see the solution for this monster. Okay. So here we go, guys. I'm not reading any reversals, and you will see I will also get more I will also get more things when we need them. Okay? So here we go. What is your monster? Okay. Oh gosh, what is the number 44? Like so many things. We have Vision and Gnade. I want to know what Gnade is in English. Where is my... Wait a minute. It's very hard to explain everything. So let's see. Grace. Yeah, okay. So the grace. That's interesting. Let's read what this is. Number 44. Okay. The grace cards remember us that all of our actions are a compensation. By that, we want to do negative compensation. By that, we want to do a negative compensation of what we have done wrong. And, you know, we don't want to put hard work in it. So let's see what this means. Number 44. It says continually inspiration. Give yourself wholly to the situation. Let yourself be guided by positivity. Healing through spirituality. Well, that sounds good, right? What monster is this? So it says this vision card can be interpreted in two things. Okay. So it could be that it is, well, it's talking about a vision. You know, it could be a spiritual vision or it could be just a vision that you're having in your mind. Both visions types come from receptiveness and a willing to be creatively guided. Yeah. And also to be aware of a higher power and a higher inspiration. Okay, first we're talking about the normal vision that we have. This is the positive future we are guided to. As long as we don't see the vision, our present is defined by our past. That means that our present comes from unknown or unconsciousness seen things in our lives, you know, failures in our lives. And so the film of our life is a constant repetition. Vision instead takes you forward and shows you a different way. The vision shows you back home, back to our center and back to ourselves. This is the card of the healer, the hero, the shaman, or artist. The card of every person who can completely be themselves, who are pioneers and can walk a new path. Okay, that's beautiful. So this is basically the vision of a pioneer. That's what I am, you know, starting something completely different with no expectations, not knowing what will be the outcome. Yeah, walking in new territory, basically. Okay, and then it could also be about spiritual vision. And this says spiritual vision shows you the reality behind the world, the true reality, the reality of light, love, and the freedom of the mind. You can see through the body and you can see the light of people. This is one of the fastest and easiest form of healing. When you see through the body, you see the spiritual wholeness. And the power of the mind is so big that the physical reality of this experience, of this vision, this reality will reflect back to you. Okay, when you draw this card, it will show you that you need to open up your heart fully to visions, be them as spiritual visions or normal visions. Visions will guide you through creativity, which is a gift for you and your people around you. At a human level, you will give yourself completely to one thing. Creativity can flow through you. Love will show you that you can jump into any into any new adventure and go over bridges that you never thought you can go. Vision never lets you forget your life task. Yeah, we are here to do something on earth, and that's what vision lets you see. Wow, this is deep. So what is your monster? I mean, I've read like 5 minutes or 8 minutes about the whole thing. Oh my gosh. Let's see. And I don't want to read reversals. We have La Riunione and home. Yeah, reunion with your home. Reunion with yourself, basically. Your monster is doubt. Your monster is that you can't trust your vision. The vision of coming home to your, when I say this and I see, I'm talking about twin flames a lot, and this pile somehow with the 4-4 reminds me of, twin flames are one soul source. 2 people, but 1 soul source. And if you are a twin flame, you completely miss this other half of you, this other soul source of you. And this is about reunion, yeah, coming home also to yourself. And I'm feeling you're not trusting yourself. This monster is something here that you have to fight all your life. And that's why you could be a twin flame, because, usually you have a task, and as a twin flame, you also have a soul task to do on earth, yeah? And for you, a whole monster that you have to fight could be that you have this vision of coming back home. You have this vision, what you want to be, where you want to go, but you're not trusting yourself that you can be this pioneer and you can venture out and do that, what you want to do, that you can start your soul task, that you can be united in yourself. This is also the unification, the union of the feminine and the divine masculine, the divine feminine and the divine masculine, not in 2 people, but in yourself. So what you're fighting is basically this union, this self-love, also trying new things, really being complete in yourself. You're struggling with that. So I'm feeling your monster is, you're not trusting this. You're not trusting that you can do everything on your own. You're not trusting that you can venture out and try something new. You're not trusting that you can take this boat and that spirit will bring you to your union with your twin flame, maybe also. You're constantly doubting your journey. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. You have this vision, you have this spiritual vision, you know who you are, but you're doubting it constantly. You are a complete monster of doubt. Okay, so pile, what is it, 4? Pile 4, the yellow monster is the monster of doubt. You're doubting almost everything. That's what I'm seeing. You need to complete your union with yourself, your self-love. This is the monster you need to fight, yeah? Pile yellow monster. You need to fight this doubt. So how can you do that? Okay, we have Amalato. Well, what is going on when you're sick? Amalato is being sick. It's almost like the 4 of Swords energy. The 4 of Swords speaks of, we have 4, 4, 4, so those could be numbers that you're seeing. Amalato means also for me this trusting, this completely being calm. Yeah, you're probably also a very nervous person. And you, with calmness, you can overcome this. With calmness, with just, just laying in the bed and saying, well, everything will be all right. I will get where I need to be. Calmness, quietness, meditation, finding your center. That's what I'm feeling here. That's how you can reach it. Spiritual vision, having visions, it's about union with yourself again. Because this home is also the soul. Yeah, this home I always see as soul. So coming home to your soul, knowing why you're here on earth, pioneering to do this. If you are a twin flame, going into your soul mission, trusting the process, being calm, this is sleeping, being all right. Trusting, being not in doubt all the time. Let's see how else pile yellow can overcome this monster of doubt. How they can fight the monster of doubt. How can they fight the monster of doubt? Yeah, we have the fightings. How can pile yellow fight the monster of doubt? You see? Both of them have their eyes closed. This is looking inside of yourself. That's why this card is here. And oh my gosh, I haven't seen that. Look at this. There's this union here. I haven't seen this. Oh my gosh. That's like, yeah, all right. I sleep on that because I know it will come one day. This is trusting. This is trusting that every cup has something that you want. You're not the Lulu. You're not the Lulu. And this is being confident that the message comes, being confident that you can fly free, being confident that you can find all the abundance. You see, this lady is very abundant. Being confident that you can reach all this. You can fight this doubt with confidence. Yeah? And this is fighting. You can fight it with confidence and trust. Yeah? And listening inside of yourself. This is also the card of listening inside of yourself and trusting your voice. Trusting your inner voice, I'm hearing. Yeah. Trusting that this union will happen. Trusting that your inner union will happen. Yeah? We're talking here about you and yourself. I'm not talking here about a reunion with your twin flame. I'm talking about a reunion of your divine and feminine. If this happens in yourself, then you will unite with your twin flame, of course, if you have one. But this is more so of not doubting your path anymore, because you're seeing the vision. You know where you need to go. You see that you're guided by this light tower, but you're doubting this whole thing all over again. So let's see, what is the affirmation for my pile yellow? What is the affirmation for pile? That's too much, but I'm taking this one that fell down here. And it says, Brazilianite, flexibility. See, I'm flexible and free to be me. Free. Be free with me. You probably like my title song. the Rose Meraldo song. Be free with me. I can't sing. Yeah, be free. Be free of doubt. This is free. Trust. And you are flexible, this boat can, look at this boat wants to go to this island, but can go this way, can go this way, it can go this way. There are many flexible ways to reach this, but you're doubting this whole process because you see not the path. You can't see the path how you're gonna get to your island. And that the universe wants to say, well, you don't need to know how we're gonna get you there, but you need to trust your own journey. You need to trust yourself. And you need to fight that monster of doubt, pile yellow. Yeah? This is the yellow monster of doubt. So fight that monster for a purple, That's why you came here on my channel. Okay? So that's all what I'm having for my pile yellow. I hope you like this reading. It's very long, and I hope you are content with my explanation of the psychological aspects. And yeah, give it a thumbs up, guys, and I love you. Take care. So hello, guys. The last monster we're fighting today is the pink monster. Oh man, I have to drink something because I'm talking like 20 minutes for every reading. This is like crazy. Almost 20 minutes. So pile or pink, sorry. What is the pink monster? Oh gosh. We're taking this one. So, and also with the Vera Sibilla, I'm getting 3 cards. So show me, what is this monster? What is, okay, what is the pink monster? What is the pink monster all about? What is the solution for the pink monster? What is the solution for the pink monster? So, I'm going to try to explain everything with these 3 cards, and then I also draw additional cards, but first we want to talk about these cards, okay? And I'm also going to read from the book because I think that's very important to read from the book. So, what is the pink monster? What is the monster you need to fight? Okay, it's something from your unconsciousness, and it says dark history. What the F is this? Like, what the F? You're running away from the past, it looks like. Wow. Dark history. What is this? Number 21. Well, this is a blue card, right? The blue cards are all about the cards of the unconsciousness. So let's read it. Dark history. Okay. Okay, it says dark. Yeah, a dark history that we have written, and that our life is influenced by. And it says your whole life, your unconsciousness speaks of your stories. Yeah, your unconsciousness speaks of symbols, archetypes, and myth. This is so because that's how we tell our story, you know. This is how the story is in our mind. It's in symbols and in pictures, you know. It's never written down in words, you know. We choose the kind of story that we want to talk about, that we want to say. We choose how we tell the story. We can tell happy and healing stories. We can also tell stories of death. We can also tell stories of negative stories. Yeah. Here are questions that you can ask yourself to your life story. Okay, so this is about something that happened to you that you tell yourself, and that's why, but you tell yourself in the unconsciousness. Okay, so the question you need to tell yourself is, when my life would be a book, what title this book had? When my life would be a movie, what title would the movie be? Yeah. When you draw this card, you know that dark history has been part of your story. You can only change this dark history because of a decision. This decision has to be the power of your mind to choose a new story. Every time when some episode from your dark story comes up, you must tell yourself, I don't want this. What I want is, and then you say it. However your dark story looks like, you have had a different, or you have had, like, why you wrote that dark story in your past. There was something that, give your higher self, or you ask your higher self for help so that your dark history can be changed into a true and authentic history. And a history that is yours, but a history that is written in a different way. So basically, you have experienced something in your past that was tragic, yeah? And your unconsciousness has written a story for you. So this story follows you, yeah? And in order to rewrite that history, that dark history, you could use your mind in order to change your perception in that history, yeah? Let's see what else comes up. Yeah, we have Imeneo, that's about a union, marriage, amore. So you have dark history in love. Now we see the whole picture that I should have put, turned around the cards earlier. It would have been a lot easier. Okay, so your story in love is always a dark history. So maybe you've never had a boyfriend and this is in your unconsciousness, and that's why no one is coming in, because you always rewrite that history and you always tell, well, because what do we take? Let's say, because I look ugly, this boy didn't want to date me. Yeah? So the dark history is that you told yourself this boy didn't want to date you because you were ugly. And then this is in your unconsciousness. So, the more you go into the future, and when it comes to love, you always tell yourself, well, I'm ugly, no one wants me. Something like that, And this is because in that moment when this person didn't want you, you were maybe looking for a story to that, and because it hurt so much, you wrote a dark history. You understand? So in order to change in love that, a person is coming in, or that you have a positive outlook on love, because I'm thinking here, you don't have a positive outlook on love anymore. Or maybe your parents had a very traumatic love story. Yeah, maybe your parents are divorced and that's why you don't believe in love anymore, because you wrote that history. Yeah? Or maybe there are so many different things that could have happened in your past, and in that moment when this happened, you tried to explain it to yourself, and however old you were, that's when you wrote that history. And so now the history might not even be true. Yeah, when you look back, the history might not even be true, but it's in your unconsciousness because you told yourself this over and over again. And that's what, this is the monster. And the monster is that you wrote a story to something that happened in your life, which is not even true. And now your unconsciousness, this is almost like, I think it was part 1 or 2, where the unconsciousness is always coming up, and that's why it prevents you to really move forward in love, and to really see, man, why is this monster not? Oh, that's why maybe it's a pink monster, because it's a love monster, because it has here to do with love. Maybe also your parents left you in the past, and that's why you don't believe in love at all anymore, because you're saying, well, everyone's leaving, so what's the use of it? Yeah? Or you never had a boyfriend and you're saying, well, I never get a boyfriend. I don't want a boyfriend. No one wants me. Yeah? So what is the solution? What is this? What is this? Well, those are 3 drunk fellows. So I'm trying to make up the solution. Well, when you're drunk, I don't know. I've never been drunk in my life, so I don't know how that is. But I'm guessing you're not really thinking, right? You're not really thinking. You're just living in the moment. You're just living and experiencing, and you're not questioning everything. You're just drunk. You just I don't know. You just do things that you wouldn't normally do if you wouldn't be drunk. this is also enjoying life and not letting your past influence your future, basically, or your present. Yeah, just enjoying life, just being drunk and out of control sometimes. And in the mind, when you're drunk, your mind is not thinking straight. Yeah, so this is here the story that always comes up. It's like you tell yourself over and over that something, because you have had this dark history, something is not right with you, and you tell yourself this over and over in love, and the solution is, just going for it, just experiencing life as it comes. And just because your past was like this, it doesn't mean that your future has to be like this or your present has to be like this. Okay, let's see, what is the solution to this dark history in love? Well, I'm seeing it's about love, it's about commitment here. Yeah, commitment. I'm seeing commitment, and especially commitment in love. Yes, being left out in the cold. See, someone has left you. Maybe that's the dark history that you're carrying around. So you always would tell yourself, well, anyway, this person is leaving me anyway because no one stays with me. You know what I mean? Yeah, and this is, the truth is sometimes hidden in that, and you need to draw it out. You need to take out the sword, because the sword of truth sometimes is hidden in that mountain here, yeah? So maybe you have talked a different story to yourself than it actually was. And I'm seeing here you were left out in the cold. You have this, that everyone is leaving you. And here, this is also trusting your friends, trusting and just being in the moment, having fun, and not overthinking everything and not having a fear that everyone will leave you, because this is also friendship. This is people being together, people helping each other, helping each other, carrying when you're drunk, for example. So I'm feeling here that you were left in the dark. So guys, my battery was empty because I did so long readings. So I had to load it. So again, now we're finishing this reading. So what you see here is, the sword of truth is in this mountain here. And the mountain is your past, the time. The mountain symbolizes time. So, sometimes how we see our history is totally different to what the history actually was. So you need to go back. You need to see basically how the history was and rewrite your history. And just because your past is like this, maybe in relationships, it doesn't have to be. The Sun card is the most beautiful card in the tarot deck. This means happiness. This means trusting. You see how the child is trusting that they will be put on the horse, trusting your path, like a child, being innocent, and starting new all over again. Every relationship is something new. Just because one relationship didn't work out, or just because you were left alone when you were a child, or just your parents didn't take care of you, whatever was the reason for this dark history, you need to see every new beginning as something which can be beautiful. When you work like this, this dark history cannot influence you. And now we want to see the affirmation for you, Pale Pink. Yeah, wow. We have Selenite, spiritual awakening. I'm a spiritual warrior of the light. See? No dark history can influence you. You are a spiritual warrior of the light. You can fight through anything. And just because your past was like this, you can fight this. You are strong. And your future can be as bright as the sun. You need to have hope again. Just because, and this hope, with this hope, you must rewrite your unconsciousness. You need to be open for new adventures and for new loves that come into your life, yeah? So fight this monster, yeah? This monster of your dark history that always comes up again and again and again, yeah? This monster needs to be gone. So I hope you liked this reading. That was a very, very long reading. Like each and every pile was so long. Crazy. So please, I hope you like this reading. I hope you are content. and fight this monster, Purple Lights, okay? I love you. Take care.